Greetings and salutations, everyone. This right here is Gabriel again with another Gabriel's Corner. I just did a video, just to let you guys know you might have to turn it up or put it on your earphones because for some reason the audio on my phone wasn't picking it up. Pretty much, snoopers, bunch of nosy old people that don't have enough to do with their own lives. They have to pay attention to what other people's doing. Yeah, so that's the reason. And I apologize for that. Just to recap what I was saying, that this video is about the new upcoming interface for Facebook, where they're monitoring, where they want you to hook into their VR system, where they can scan your eyes that reach into the back of your brain. And basically, it's just a control mechanism to keep you literally blinded, locked into whatever world they want you to create, while they can just do whatever they want with, with the physical world. And I know I've done a lot of talk about the physical and the spiritual world, but if you're locked into this, you're out of the spiritual world. You're into their world, which they create for you, which they want you to be happy in, so they can do whatever they want with what's out here. I do not agree with that at all, because this is our world. Let's try to fix this before we start trying to jump into a virtual reality world where everything's all hunky-dory and quick and easy at a snap of a finger. We can have that in our own lives. We can have that in our own existence. It's not easy. It's not quick. It's a lot of pain in it. It's a lot of letting go. It's a lot of detaching from people to accomplish that. But it's also free will. So, if that's what you want to do, hey, that's cool. But for me, fuck that. Ain't nothing like real deal. Like the dude said in the movie Ready Player One. Hey, the real world's a real world, and you can't get a meal in virtual reality. Just saying. I'm just saying. It's kind of like the concept of selling your soul for instance. Look, I'm going to compare it to that. You selling your soul just to get ahead in life, or to have certain things go your way, or whatever it may be. I mean, and the ultimate outcome, yeah, you may get everything you want right at that point in time, but it's eventually going to crumble. There's sacrifices to everything. Everything in life, is a compromise. And, when selling your soul, your compromise is your body deteriorates. You're on a lower vibration. You can't vibe up to a higher vibration ever, because you're always locked into this lower vibration, because in selling your soul means you were laid dormant. It's harder for you to reach a higher level. But in reaching a higher level, I mean, granted, it's hard, and everyone is pretty much against you because you're not fitting into their box or their dynamic or the society or program that they want you to be in. But the best part is that you're being an independent free thinker. You're thinking for yourself. You're making decisions for yourself. No one's making decisions for you. Think about that. And a lot of times as humans, we want it easy. We want it where, well, you just make this decision for me, whatever. No, make the decision for your fucking self. Life isn't easy. We didn't come into this world with a blueprint of this is what you do, even though some individuals try to make a blueprint for us. And that's where the free will comes in. You have a choice. You always have a choice. Between good and bad, right and wrong, whatever it may be. But let that choice be made by you, no one else. I mean, because let's be real. I mean, if everyone's making decisions for you, how are you ever thinking for yourself? How are you making decisions for yourself? When people start making decisions for you, especially all the time, you'll get complacent. It's easy to fall into a comfort zone, and then they're constantly making decisions for you. And how far is that going to stretch? How far is it going to go? Are you putting up boundaries? Are you setting limitations for people telling you what to do? Some of us are in situations where we're constantly being harassed and pushed and forced to make decisions, but those decisions are based on what other people want, other people's perceptions of their view of what you should be, what you should do. And the thing is, they're not comprehending the simple fact that you're you. You have lived in your body however long you've been alive. You know what's right, you know what's wrong, you know what's best for you. You don't need anyone outside of you controlling you. You need to go inside and control yourself. And when you start going inside, you'll start getting your answers. And that's something I haven't really ever clarified. Like, a lot of people's like, well, if I go inside and my inner self is telling me I should go shoot some people, should I go do it? No, I'm talking about that inner heart inside, that small child, that inner child of you that's inside of you that doesn't want to hurt anyone, doesn't want any conflict. It just wants to play. It wants to love. It wants to experience. It wants to adventure. It wants to see. It wants to soar. It wants to fly. It doesn't want to lay dormant in an isolated area, hooked up to whatever it may be, and experience life that way when we have a whole life out here that we can experience. Let's try to experience the life we have now, whether it's good or bad. We're all working to get out of it. The problem is there's too many individuals that's on the old guard, that's on the old program, that's on the old diagram, that's actually interested in this and think that's a great way. Oh, I can't get anywhere in my own life, so I'm just going to allow Facebook to hook me up to a VR so I can just experience everything. Think about your inner self. Think about your soul. Think about your kids. Think about the fact that you hook up to that, and like in the clip says, that it is addictive and harrowing. Think about your children. Think about your wife. Think about them. If you leave and move away from them in the physical life, in the physical world, in our world right now, something, there's always a chance you will see them again. There's always a chance that of reconciliation. There's always a chance. Nothing is impossible. But if you hook yourself up into this VR and you're experiencing all this cool shit, that's not self-love. That's self-centeredness, because now everyone else is going to hooked up in there, and the only way you can meet them is being hooked up to this thing. You're hooked up to a computer. And once again, who's running that computer? It's not you, because you're hooked in. You're locked in. I mean, do I really have to say any more? But this is another food for thought. Just wanted to share this with you guys. Got, the spirit urged me to say something, so I am. And, it's something I felt it was need to do, because unlike most people, I see through a lot of bullshit. Even my own. And it's hard calling myself on my own bullshit, but the thing is, they're trying to make this world hard for us. Look at all the wars. Look at everything that's been going on. You keep hearing about terrorists, this, terrorists that. And you got to think, what is the real reason why they're pushing that so hard right now? What is actually going on? What possibly could be happening in our world, or could be happening in space that's coming to us to break through and reveal things to us that they want to just shun us all away and hook everyone they can up to this to this computer. What are they trying to hide? I mean, there's always a reason. And it's not because of some of us are depressed. Everyone goes through depression. Everyone has a down day. Everyone has an up day. It doesn't last forever. There's cloudy days. Is it always cloudy? No. The sun comes back up and shine. There's times the stars you don't see any stars, but something, sooner or later, they shine. They're there. Instead of trying to hook yourself up into a virtual world, hook yourself up to your heart and your mind, and that will give you a virtual world. And the thing is, you're in charge of it. Be in charge of your own mind. Be in charge of your own thoughts. Be in charge of your own life. I've said this once and I've said it again. There's nothing worth selling my soul for. Period. No money. Period. It's not worth it. You know, I look at myself and I see myself, I'm not where I want to be. In fact, I'm in the last place I want to be. You know, but every day I get up, put a smile on my face, may do a couple of videos, may go out and film some things, may even go around and socialize a little bit. You know, and some days is tough. It's tough getting up. It's tough, you know, getting out here and like facing the same cycling bullshit over and over and over, day in, day out. And it seems like I'm the only one that wants to break the chain. You know, um, seeing the programming of life around you and everyone trying to get you hooked right back into, you know, what they believe is best for you, but yet none of them ask you, hey, what's up with your videos? Hey, you know, because any way I can contribute. No, you don't get any of that. You get disdain, you get hatred, you get, you get mumbles under the breath, you get threats, you get these weird individuals walking around trying to disturb you and scare you and get you out of where you are and fit you back into where they want you to be, placent and obedient. And it's not easy. It's not tough. And the only thing that comes to my mind is the only reason they're pushing and pushing this VR now, especially right now since we're in December about to go in 2019, is because shit's about to break. A lot of the shit that they've done, a lot of things they've kept hidden from us is about to be revealed. I believe that a lot of things have shaken up because of, the George Bush the first passing away. I felt very strongly about that. And I'm not the only one. I've heard other things about it as well. And the truth is about to be revealed, and they're trying to cover it up as much as they can. Explain why the Earth has a second magnetic field. Explain why we were just all hit by dark matter. Explain all the signs that has been in the sky, that a lot of you Christians know about heavily from the Bible. The Bible has told us, and now those things are coming to pass. And if these individuals that are in power, are currently in control, and I say currently at the moment because that control is faltering very, very fastly. They've known all this, and if they're so saved and believe they're saved and Christ is coming and God and Jesus is coming here to save all of them, why are they trying so hard to push you into a virtual reality? Wouldn't they want you to see that? I mean, I'm just honest. I mean, wouldn't you want to see that? If God's coming back to save everybody, wouldn't you want to see that? We've seen the signs. Read the Bible. All the signs. Revelations is here. So, if Revelations is here and this is the end, you have nothing to worry about if you're right. Right? Right? Right. So let me see what's going on. Why you got to stick me in a virtual reality? Why you got to try to convince me to be complacent? Why you got to try to convince me to believe every word you say when I know a lot of your words are bullshit? Why I got to keep showing constant conflict on the screen, on TV, on the news? To keep you in a constant state of fear, uptightness and stress and all bound up and so you can't think for yourself. Just go do this and save me, and so I don't have to worry about it. They're creating it, and if you look through the lines, it's getting proven more and more every day. And I'm gonna go back to the Bible and the Jesus thing. God is coming back. God is coming to save and give 1,000 years of peace, love, prosperity, and energy and love. And they're so on that side. They're so on the side of God. Then why are they trying to push you so hard into buying their bullshit? Because something's coming. It's obvious. All telescopes go down at one time. Let's not forget that whole telescope that was fiasco that was in Mexico not too long ago, where they shut it all down, had the FBI and feds call, said because it was some dude, downloading some illegal porn on his computer. You don't close down an entire town and bar everyone away and quarantine everything else over someone downloading porn or illegal porn. And not to mention, you didn't even blaster this dude over TV. Who is he? Who was this person? Ask yourself those questions. I ask myself those questions. You should ask yourself those questions. They don't want you to ask yourself those questions because that leads to more questions, and their story starts to fall apart and crumble. So start asking yourself, start looking up at the stars, and start asking yourself, our ancient forefathers did it, and maybe that's how they created some of the legendary things today, like the pyramids, that we can't even recreate today. Ask yourself these questions. There's nothing wrong with questioning the status quo, because if you don't question, you don't learn. But if you keep being complacent and keep listening to what every single body tries telling you, or everything you read or everything you hear, and even if it's me, you don't have to believe every single word that comes out of my mouth, because every single word that comes out of my mouth may not be of relevance to you, your life, your dynamic. It could be just relevant to me. It could be things just I see. I don't know. I'm not sure. I just like to share and see if I can open up a couple of other people's eyes, just to make sure I'm not the only one that's fucking sees through this bullshit. I'm just saying. But with that, I love you guys. Peace. Always mad respect and love and blessings. And I hope everyone is doing okay. And hope everyone check out Gabriel's Corner. Hope everyone goes check out Jacob Israel and start watching this show, and let me know what you guys think about that and the thoughts. I left a clip in the last one. And let's just start thinking for ourselves, people. Let's not hook up in no virtual reality unless we need to or we feel like it. And certainly let's not sell our souls. This is for an easy trip, an easy ride, or just to quickly get what we want. Because in the end, it's not worth it. Because you got to think about, if God is really coming back, and or when you pass and you go see the maker, the man or the woman, the entity, the being himself, what is he gonna? How are you gonna respond to this? So you couldn't deal with this shit I gave you. I did. I created you, so I know what I put on you was nothing more than you couldn't handle, and you couldn't handle this, and you decided to just do this. Why? I was showing you love. Granted, it was tough, but I was just showing you your own shit that you did. A lot of it wasn't in this life. Some of it was in the past life. But you did a lot of fucked up shit. You didn't want to face that. Guess what? You still got to face that. Yeah. No matter what, you can't run from it. I've learned that the hard way. But that's it. I love you guys. Peace.